Okay, I'm going to be talking to you guys today about PyLab, which is an interface for Project M, which was introduced to me by my mom. She is a graphic designer who used to work at the Martin Agency, which is a corporation which creates advertisements and commercials. So she worked there for a really long time. She was at the head of her department, and she realized that she was a designer, not someone who wanted to be selling everyone things. Like, she didn't want her work to be used to sell people stuff. So she realized that working in advertising was not the right place for her to be. So she went to get her MFA, which is a Master's of Fine Art, at VCU, where they later asked her to teach. So she teaches not for people to go into advertising, which is what most graphic designers end up going into, but she teaches them like PyLab does. So she's the one who sparked my interest, and she really brought about my knowledge of how design is everywhere. It's not just like an advertisement or a really cool poster or a t-shirt for clap your hands, say yeah. But it's everything. Like that bottle there, that's design. May it be good or bad design, it's still design. And so she introduced me to Project M, which is writers, photographers, designers, a whole bunch of creative people brought together by this one goal to change the world. It was founded by John Blindberg in Belfast, Maine, and he really saw what design should be used for to positively impact the world. He challenged conventional ways of design and inspired innovation and creativity. He was a graphic designer, just like my mom, and he came up with the idea of thinking wrong, doing right. Everyone thinks in one way, but if you really look at things and change the way you see them, then you can really make a difference. So the purpose of Project M is to change the world, and obviously, because they're designers, to look good. Under Project M, they have a bunch of small little projects that they condone. And so an example of a small project is This Is Not Grass. It's under Project M, and they really want to accomplish small goals in the hopes that people will see these small differences being made, and they will also work to make little changes, which will influence the big picture. So This Is Not Grass is basically a little book that asks people to sort of donate to building little parks on abandoned lots in East Baltimore, in the urban areas of East Baltimore. A larger project for Project M is PyLab, which is in Greensboro and Hale County, Alabama. Hale County, Alabama is probably one of the poorest counties in America. And PyLab focuses on bringing together community, civic engagement, and building up small businesses. So it's bringing the people together and enjoying pie. So basically, PyLab is a place where people go and they eat pie and they talk to each other and they bond. And so the whole purpose is to try and bring people together and change Hale County from being poverty to kind of bring them up. And so here's a video of what PyLab is doing right now. And for some reason it won't get big, so I'm sorry.
This is one place where you got PyLab is basically it's an interface for Project M to work with the community. It creates a space where we don't have to go door to door and get to know people and what people want. People will come to us and come for the pie because everyone loves pie, and just sit with us and talk with us over a cup of coffee. And through that, we hope to just kind of build relationships and also just build a list of ideas, of possibilities that we can then bring to life with design.
So PyLab has 3 main focuses, and I told you that's community and development, civic engagement, and building up the small businesses. And people come together to bond over pie. So community development, they talk together over pie, uncover stories, talents, ideas, and aspirations of people in Hale County, and they expose the deep-rooted issues that separate this town. And it's a neutral place where they can come and they can talk and they can figure out what to do about it. And you come and talk and tell them what you think should be done. It builds relationships and earns trust, and together they can work on improving the town. And of course, enjoy pie and company. Civic-wise, they're building these relationships. People become involved. When people become involved, they can really help. They want to help. Before PyLab, people would just complain they're in poverty, they don't know what to do to get out, but now they're an active part of the solution, and of course, they enjoy it. PyLab is providing 3 full-time jobs currently and 14 part-time jobs. These part-time jobs are, they employ youth who are high school dropouts, and basically, when people in the community see what they're doing, they really tend to take notice, and they're earning the respect of people in the community by listening to them. It's helping small businesses by, they actually provide a business trainer, and they train people who already have businesses there and people who want to start up business. They teach them how to succeed. They also provide a design center, of course, because when you're more likely to be successful when you can lure people in. And of course, because PyLab is created by designers, I know personally if a designer is involved, they're morally obligated to make it look good. Whenever I would work on a project and my mom would help me make a poster, I had to trace out the letters, everything had to be level. I learned how to use a ruler to make a straight line to the bottom of the page. And so I know that designers definitely take interest in what things look like no matter what they're involved in, whether it be building up a community or helping me make a poster. Like Laura said, eating together really is a way to definitely make a bond with someone. UNICEF actually measures the quality of family relationships by how many meals they have together. And basically, this is what PyLab is doing, only on a much bigger level. Instead of just having families eating together, they're having the entire community come together. So PyLab brings out these relationships for the entire town. And like in the video said, PyLab is a neutral place and a slice of pie, which brings about conversation, which people, while they're talking, come up with ideas for how to change the town, and then that ends up in positive change. So I want to leave you guys just to realize that no matter what your skills are, whether it be writing, photography, design, singing, anything, there's something useful you can do with it, something that can bring about positive change. So now I want you guys to enjoy your break, since this is the last presentation, and look for a way to make a difference with your special skills. And change look good, especially with it being designed and all. And that's all.